Totally. Okay. So excited to have you here today. I'm
No,
going
thank you. Thank
to,
you. Really honored.
yes, and this is my first virtual World of Kia. So,
Really?
yes. And, well, I'll tell you, Christy told me like all the things you've done. She talks about you like,
Oh, geez.
yes,
So
she
that
loves
so that
listening
means that I am cash apping her the right amount of money for her to say to say these good things. So that's good. That's good because I
Yes.
see I see the money coming out my account. I'm just glad that it's really, the good things are being said.
They are. So, of course, when she told me about some of your recent ventures, the book and whatnot, I was like, oh my goodness, yes, he should totally be on
I
the show.
like it.
And I was
I
like,
like it.
we're gonna go ahead and do it so virtual, East Coast, West Coast,
I
World
like it.
of
Yeah.
Kia, so we can make sure we introduce you to the world. So, for
I
all of those
appreciate it.
watching, this is official.
There it
Welcome
is.
to the first virtual World of Kia. Yay!
Yay. I like it. I'm here. I done made it.
Hey, yes, you have. And so I'm going to let you definitely introduce yourself because, I mean, just like I said, all the things I've been told about you, just, your book, being a doctor, the things you do for the kids in the
Oh, wow.
community, the things I've seen when you invited me to your Alpha Phi Alpha event
Oh,
years
yeah.
ago. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes, of course. Of course. Of course.
So, yes, I'd love for you to just give us a quick summary, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Sure. So my name is Giani Clarkson. I am a proud graduate of Dillard University. At Dillard, of course, I crossed Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, the Beta Phi chapter, where I majored in theater arts and speech communications. I left the New Orleans area because of Hurricane Katrina and relocated here to Washington, D.C. Here in DC, I worked in nonprofit and then transitioned from nonprofit into education. Been doing education for close to 13 some years. In the midst of that transition inside of education, I'm a board of trustee member at Ford's Theater, where I help, where I really am part of the education team, really helping students understand the power of oratory. We come up in a world where some people believe that children should be seen and not heard, but that's not the practice at Ford's. We believe that children should be heard and listened to because they are really our next generation of leaders. And teaching social studies in the nation's capital has always been great because you're seeing how students are processing everything on the world stage, especially underneath this current administration. God help us all. Over the past couple of years, my main thing has been sharing stories about what it's like to teach in urban education, the ebbs and the flows, the wins and the losses. And a lot of times, teachers have these conversations, of course, at happy hours. I've written down, of course, tons of things on cocktail napkins and took this collection of cocktail napkin stories, the things that I've experienced, and conversations with really a lot of really great teachers, and put them all in this book called Teach, Pray, Drink, which has been out officially a little bit more than a month, almost 2 months, and has done really well on Amazon, leading in top categories like teaching mentorship and also just education and humor because some things are funny as well too. But we climbing to the top. Go ahead and buy the book. It's a good book, and yeah, I appreciate this time. Appreciate this moment.
Okay, so wait. Teach, pray, drink.
Drink.
Where did the inspiration for the title come from?
So it's funny because in the opening of chapter one, I open it up by saying you either teach, pray, drink, and sometimes I do all three. When
Yeah.
I mean, you do. It's like, hey, sometimes you're just gonna do all three, right? So
Yeah.
in education, you're kind of always the rubber hits the road, right? And you're either going to teach because it's your job, you're just going to pray for strength, pray for students, pray for families, and sometimes you're going to drink because Lord, it's been a day, and you're going to say, Lord, thank you for this day. So that's kind of the cycling of teaching, right? I put this in the book, but we talk about the Greek tragedy or the Greek story of Sisyphus, right? And a lot of people are familiar, not familiar with Sisyphus, but I believe that's what it means to teach in urban education. It's this idea
Sisyphus.
that yeah,
Sisyphus.
you're pushing this rock up the hill every day, and
Okay.
you're not sure at any time it could roll back down on the hill. and
Yeah.
then you have to start back at one. So are you brave
Mhm.
enough as a teacher to realize that it could roll back down? And are
Mhm.
you strong enough to get back up and push it back up the hill each day? And
Mm.
we talk about that, or I talk about that a lot in the book about those that were brave enough and those that weren't. And when people just had to sometimes just let the rock stay and go, this isn't for me.
Mm. And you're right about that because anybody in education, first off, I,
Thank
because
you.
baby, I cannot. People love the kids, but I'm gonna send the
Yes,
kids back to their mamas and daddies and the educators
yes,
because it's a lot.
it is. It is. Kids are coming with more elements than I've ever seen in my entire life. And I don't want to blame everything on the pandemic, but the pandemic revealed so much where the teachers are acting very much so like co-parents. Not having that co-parent relationship for almost a year and a half really destroyed some things inside the
Mm.
schoolhouse, and we saw some really creepy bad habits sneak in. One being the fact of how antisocial our kids are. They stay on their cell phone and they're always typing up something. The other is that they just really don't have any coping skills and know how to deal with failure. Because their inability to deal with failure, my community and many other school communities across the country are spending time a lot in SEL, which is social emotional learning. Taking time out the day to teach kids this is how you be a good winner. This is how you be a good loser. This is how you cope with the fact of things did not go your way today. Because what we thought was is that we thought those lessons were getting done at home, and we realized they weren't. And when we meet the parents, we go apple tree. Oh, you make more sense now. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that's another part of why we do the work we do.
Kia, world of Kia, world of Kia, world of Kia, Kia, world of Kia, world of Kia, world of Kia, 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 Kia. Don't you wanna see? 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 Kia, brother Kia, brother Kia, brother Kia. Don't you wanna see? 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 Welcome to the world of Kia. We get to see everybody in my world.